Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to Callie's in the Kitchen. I am so excited to try a brand new mold that I got from Julie from her eBay store, Pouring Your Heart Out. I will link it below, or at least get you a link to her her eBay store. This is NicPro that I've mixed up 160 grams. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I did 80A and 80B, and obviously I did way too much because I'm going to do, this is a several layer pour. So let's see, that 80 left, so I only needed 100 for this first layer. So got a little thingamajig in there, so let me get that out. Now what I did do is a trick that Miss Julie taught. I learned so much from Julie. She's just incredible. So I put in my NicPro after I mix the A and B. I put it in the microwave for 3 seconds, and then it wasn't warm enough, so I did it for another 5 seconds. So right now I'm going to put aside 15 grams for my white. So I'll show you that in a moment. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what I did was I put it in the microwave for I guess a total of 8 seconds, and that's like, ooh, got my resin really warm, but it's still really watery, so I'm really confused. So anyway, just love them because I love anything sparkly. Okay, so my center is going to be the avocado from Decorum. Really upsets me when it spurts out like that. So I'm going to go 3 because it is going to come in. And then I'm going to use tangerine, my green and orange kick. So I'm just going to do it out here. And then I'm going to wait a bit for it to come into the center. You can tell I use that tangerine a lot. So should I put in another green? I think I will. I wish it would kind of come out nice evenly. It must be my counter, right? It must be my counter space. Oh, got a little bit out there. Got to get that cleaned up. Okay. My alcohol ink settle, and you'll see a little mold on the right that I thought was in the frame that's not, so sorry for the confusion. Bottle of Castincraft, and look, they've put in a new top. That's fantastic, because it's always been difficult with the old one. You had to cut the top. So let's see how I do. So I did 15 grams, so I'm going to put in, okay, I hope it works. Though it says 39 degrees when I was testing it with my laser and my thermometer, what it is that it's too runny, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. And the reason why it said 39 was because right after I used the bubble remover machine, I torched the surface, so it made the resin really hot. At least that's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking to that story. So, okay. Oh, I'm so thrilled with this top now. Oh my goodness. Thank you for changing your top, Castincraft. And then now hopefully my bottle won't be so dirty like the other one where there's a lot of leakage. Alrighty, I don't want to move this, so I've just covered this up so that it doesn't distract me or you. So I've got my white Castincraft in my piping bag. And I'm going to do spirals today because I haven't done one in a while. I've been doing those little stick ones where you draw the petals, which has been really fun. And thought I'd do spirals this time. Okay, so trying to get an even stream. Boy, I'm so tempted to use the shape of the alcohol inks for my flower. let's see. Now I am putting them close together, you can see, and I don't want to waste the resin, so I'm going to just keep going. I didn't really want it to go this far out. Okay, now the way these petals came in, they are giving me a kind of a guide, so I might as well use them. They're not quite even. And since this is a silicone tool, I am dragging my stick all the way down to the bottom of the mold. Okay. Now, should I poke it out? I'm just trying to think, because I might not. Because I like the round shape. I know you don't, sometimes you're supposed to put it out, but I think what I'll do is put a little more, and I might do sort of alternating. So, you know, not all of them come in. Skip that one, and then this one comes in. And then that one, leave those big, just for a little variety. Let's see what happens there. So now I'm going to bring these in. Now I hope I waited long enough for my white. I'm going to torch really gently, but first I might take out some of these things that I'm seeing on the surface here, because I want to try to leave this crystal edge here as clear as possible. Ooh, I wish I could tilt it a little bit. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this just for fun. Is on the wide ones go out, but just to the tip. Like that. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that and see what happens. I hope I get a bloom, is the only thing that I hope for. And then I'll come back to you for the next step. And I'm only going to torch in the center, because I don't want to get the crystals. Ooh, that's kind of, this part right here is looking kind of cool here. I've never done this shape before, where I, you know, don't do the outies all over. But man, I can't see, because it's the white mold, how my bloom is doing. So this will have to be like final view. Okay, I'll see you soon for the next step. All right, so I didn't have enough resin, unfortunately, but I had already started pouring it, so I'm probably going to be short on filling this up, but it's okay. And the resin is old resin, and it's, hold on one second. So there's some goobers in there, so what I'm going to do is use a strainer that I got from the dollar store, and this is Transparente 110. And I did their formula. They have a wonderful resin app that tells you how much resin you need for their different varieties of resin. And see all those goobers that hang up, that got stuck there? So, oh, almost. Well, probably another 110, so maybe probably needed 120, 130 to be precise. So I'm just going to take as much out, and I'm not going to use my stick because I'll get more goobers in here. So I am going to probably torch it. And then, of course, I throw that sieve. Actually, I might see if I can sort of if it dries up enough that I might be able to dig it out, or I'll just get another one. It's just $1 or $1.25. They're $1.25 now at the dollar store. Things are no longer $1. So what I'm hoping for is a very lovely clear crystal edge. And I have an idea that if my bloom, no idea what my bloom turned out like, if my bloom bloomed, if it didn't and I needed something dark here, I have an idea of what to do, and I'll do it as an afterthought. But for now, ooh, yeah, 110, almost. I think 120 would have been just right. So I will, okay, that's okay because that's where the bloom is. There's some bubbles there, and this is looking okay. I could probably take it out, but I'll just unmold both of them at the same time. So see you for the unmolding. So I already saw how it turned out, and it's not too bad, but it does need a dark background just in here because I want the crystals here to be shown. So I made this little ring that I learned from Solo Epoxy, and I used silicone rubber, which is a liquid that you mix part A and part B. And I got the silicone rubber online. So let's hope this acts as a barrier, because I want my background color, to only cover this bloom. Now, I hope it works. It's the only way I could think of to create a sort of barrier so that the resin that I pour in the center doesn't go out. So in here I just had some leftover resin from another project, and I put in some blue pigment paste, and now I'm going to pour in the center and hope it doesn't overflow. Wish me luck. I did only 20 grams because I just want a thin layer. It's just to sort of give it a little color. So okay, so next time I might do 30 or maybe even 40 grams if I ever use this ring again. So it acts like a little, dam. So now I'm just going to gently push it to the edge to make a nice circle and hope it doesn't leak. So you could please feel free to fast forward through this. I'm just going to move this to the edge. Oops. I'm trying not to touch that mold there. Oh, this rubber thing. This ring made of silicone rubber. And I've done a video before, which I hope I'll remember to link, where I did do a 3D bloom with a background, and then I did use this ring, so which I kept. So once you make a ring, you can, keep using it. Okay, now please don't seep, and just cure nicely. I will be so happy. All right, I'll just torch just for torch sake. Oh gosh. Oh, what's interesting is that the blue is kind of reflecting on that edge there, so cool. All right, please don't leak. Please don't leak. There we go. and I will see you for the unmolding. So let's see if my experiment worked. Ooh, interesting. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot it would create a little dent in there. All right, so now let's see the reveal. Wish my counter was a little bit cleaner. Oh, I love it. It worked. I did put a little sticker in the center because I wasn't too pleased with my swirly, but oh, I like it. And it got kind of reflection, you know, of the orange. So, what do you think? Oh, that's pretty. And it worked, it worked. That's cool. I think there's what's happening here is actually the reflection of that color of those inks, I think. Unless that kind of spread out. I don't know. But that's what that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So, oh, I'm happy with that. Thanks so much for watching and catch you next time.
Ooh.